Michael King returning to the mound today. What does that do for this clubhouse?
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, listen, Michael's a big part of our club and a lot of our success for last year, but last year and got us off to a great start this year. And unfortunately, he's had a couple of different setbacks and is on the good side of it and ready to take the hill tonight.
Looking back to last night, Wandy grabbing the last out, what kind of confidence do you have in him, and what kind of boost did that do for your bullpen and your club?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it tells Wandy that we trust you, and which we do clearly, and he's earned the trust, and so. The situation that presented itself, we were pretty clear. Good communication with Robert as far as A, being willing to go back out, and B, what that looked like, the workload looked like, and set up an opportunity for Wandy, and he went and grabbed it.
Specific to Xander's injury, how is he doing, and what are next steps for him in terms of imaging and what things will look like moving forward?
They're doing some testing on him, and it's very encouraging, and so he's going to start some light baseball activity. I want to temper the expectation here, but starting to get some stationary ground balls and some dry swings, but it's a start. And the good news is as he recovers, he can ramp up that activity, and hopefully, before we'll see him back on the field. But there's still some time to take place and some hurdles to jump over.
What's the balance with King? Like, obviously, he hasn't made a full start since May. Him coming back now in the middle of games that are obviously very important in September. What's the balance kind of getting him back into action while also understanding how important these games are?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm confident we wouldn't put him out there if we didn't feel like he was ready to go compete and help us win a game. So just be clear about that. And so that's as far as the balance goes beyond that, it's just about no different than any starter, quite frankly. He's out there, he's healthy, he's ready to go compete. Clearly, we're going to have a little bit more of our radar up for how he's looking and how he's feeling. So there'll be a evaluation of that a little bit differently than a starter that's used to being in the routine and going out there. But if he's pitching well and he's throwing the ball well and he's competing well and looks like Michael King, he's going to keep pitching to a place that we're comfortable with.
This obviously being his first start back, the number of starts he could get during this regular season, like, does it feel like this is the right number build-up-wise, not necessarily build-up-wise, but just in terms of like him being able to build back to who he is?
Yeah, it feels right. I mean, I understand there's going to be some, like he hadn't pitched in a big league game in, a while, and even before that it had been a while. So, he's got a couple innings in the last, almost 4 months. So, yeah, I think the timing has worked out well. We haven't forced the timing. The timing is the timing. But him ability to go compete tonight, compete well, and then be able to recover and move forward sets him and us up for quite a bit of success.
Another new starting pitcher for Mean to catch tonight. What type of work has he done to get caught up to speed and get ready for this?
Yeah, Freddie's done a tremendous job since coming over here. I was talking to Manny, probably 10 days ago, maybe a little less, just about how well he's done and how hard that is, for a catcher to come into the trade deadline and integrate with a whole new, environment, clubhouse, manager, pitching coach, game planning, and 13 different, 14 out different pitchers, and I really admire how well he's done it.
Mike, obviously last night after the walk-off sac fly, a long embrace for Fernando Tatis Jr., a long hug. What was sort of the emotion behind that moment?
Just happy for him. I'm happy for all our guys. We're a group that loves each other, and we're huggers here. So when we guys do something that's really cool and get a chance to have success and a game that's really hard, you want to embrace them and appreciate them.
Today's lineup, Arraez is not in it. I know that you're juggling your left-handed hitters. What went in today's decision for the lineup?
Multiple things. Like all the times we do a lineup, it's a factor of, we're putting our best foot forward, to go compete and win a major league game. Part of what today was, we got Michael on the mound, and, he's going to be on the ground a lot, so we want to make sure we're catching the baseball. And then, we've had guys that have really produced well. Sheets clearly has done it, and but Hearn has more than earned his opportunity. Took a day yesterday, gave Louis the start off today, and if the opportunity presents itself, he'll be ready to go.
How has he embraced that? He has been more in the lineup than the other two as far as a rotation. Now it's been a couple times in the last week where he has sat.
Yeah, he's been a complete pro. He's a team guy, and they all want to play, and I wouldn't, we're not making it more than it is. He's getting a day off, so he'll get the start off, and the game presents itself, and that's about all I can say, really.
Like second to last homestand of the regular season, just a one-game deficit. How much do you guys want to win the West and everything that comes with it?
Yeah, of course we want to win it. It's been our goal since the last out that didn't go our way last season. So, we've been really steadfast and hungry and consistent for it. And, it's just as important now as it was a week or 2 months ago.